Hi, Dr. Crystal here. As you guys know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And today I want to address a topic that is deeply important, but also quite challenging to discuss, and that's suicide ideation. I understand that talking about this can be uncomfortable and even distressing, but it is crucial that we have open and honest conversations about mental health challenges, including thoughts of suicides. By shining a light on this topic, I hope to create a safe space for those who may be struggling and encourage understanding and empathy among all of us. If you or someone you know has experienced suicidal thoughts, please know that you're not alone. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, and it's essential to seek support. This conversation aims to foster compassion and to provide practical guidance on how we can support one another during difficult times. Remember, reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. So if you or someone you know is in immediate danger or at risk, please contact the Suicide Crisis Hotline by dialing 988 or reach out to emergency services in your area right away. So let's approach this conversation with empathy and an open mind. And together we can learn, we can grow, and we can offer support to those who may need it. Remember, there is hope, and there are people who care about your well-being. By setting the tone of empathy, understanding, and non-judgment, we create an environment where individuals feel more comfortable opening up, and they feel more comfortable seeking the help that they need. Suicide is a serious public health concern here in the United States. And according to a report from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, suicide was the 10th leading cause of death in this country in 2019, resulting in over 47,500 deaths. It is important to note that suicide rates may vary from year to year, and it can be influenced by various factors that include socioeconomic conditions, access to mental health resources, and changes in public awareness, as well as the stigma surrounding mental health. Certain demographic groups have been found to be at a higher risk of suicide. For example, males consistently have higher suicide rates than females. Among age groups, individuals between the ages of 45 and 64 have shown higher rates of suicide. And it's important to understand that suicide affects people of all genders, all ages, all races, and all backgrounds. And it is a complex issue that's influenced by a range of individual, social, and environmental factors. Suicide ideation refers to thoughts or contemplation about ending one's life. It can range from fleeting thoughts to more persistent and detailed plans. These thoughts may rise from a deep sense of despair, hopelessness, or emotional pain. It is important to note that while someone may experience suicidal thoughts, it does not necessarily mean they will act on them. However, and this is important, any mention or ideation of suicide ideation should be taken seriously, as it indicates significant distress and the need to support and the need for intervention. Suicide ideation can be characterized into different levels of severity. There's passive ideation, and that's thoughts about death without specific plans or intent. And then there's active ideation. That's thoughts about death with specific plans or intent. And it is essential to assess the level of risk associated with suicide ideation and take appropriate steps to ensure the person's safety and well-being. So I say again, if you or someone you know is experiencing suicidal thoughts, it is crucial to seek help from a mental health professional, a helpline, such as dialing 988, which connects you to the National Suicide and Crisis Hotline, or a trusted individual who can provide support. Remember, there's help available, and you don't have to face these thoughts alone. If you're concerned about your own safety or the safety of someone else, please reach out to emergency services in your area right away. They're equipped to provide immediate assistance and support in crisis situations. It is essential to approach conversations about suicide ideation with sensitivity, with compassion, and with a non-judgmental attitude. Creating a safe and supportive environment can encourage individuals to open up and seek the help that they need. Remember, offering support, actively listening, and connecting individuals to appropriate resources can make a significant difference in someone's life. Understanding and addressing suicidal ideations is a complex and sensitive topic, and it can be helped through a holistic approach. So from a biblical perspective, we find hope and comfort in God's word. In Psalms chapter 34, verses 17 through 18, it reminds us that the righteous cry out and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. And these verses assure us that God is with us in our darkest moments, offering support, offering solace, and offering a deliverance from distress. It is important to remind individuals who may be struggling with suicidal thoughts of God's love, of his care, and of the hope that can be found in him. From a neuroscience perspective, neuroscience can help us to understand the underlying factors that contribute to suicidal ideations. Research suggests that mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety can increase the risk of suicidal thoughts. These conditions may involve imbalances in brain chemicals or impaired cognitive functions. Imbalances in brain chemicals and the impaired cognitive functions can play a significant role in contributing to the thoughts of suicide. The brain is a complex organ that relies on various chemical messengers called neurotransmitters to regulate mood, emotions, and cognitive functions. When there's an imbalance or dysfunction in these neurotransmitters, it can affect a person's mental well-being and lead to feelings of despair and hopelessness. One example is the role of serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter involved in regulating mood. Low levels of serotonin have been linked to an increased risk of depression and suicidal thoughts. Serotonin helps regulate emotions, sleep, and appetite, among many of the other functions. When there is a deficiency in serotonin, it can disrupt the brain's ability to maintain a stable mood, which leads to depressive symptoms and an increased vulnerability to suicidal ideations. Another important factor is the impairment of cognitive functioning. Cognitive functions such as problem solving, decision-making, and impulse control can be affected by imbalances in brain chemicals. For example, individuals experiencing depression or other mental health disorders may have difficulties with cognitive processes, such as negative thinking patterns, distorted perceptions, and impaired judgment. These cognitive distortions can contribute to feelings of hopelessness and a sense of being trapped, which may increase the risk of suicidal thoughts. Research has also shown that chronic stress and trauma can have a detrimental impact on brain chemistry and cognitive functioning. Prolonged exposure to stress hormones such as cortisol can disrupt the balance of neurotransmitters and impair cognitive processes. This can further contribute to negative emotions, difficulties in regulating emotions, and an increased susceptibility to suicidal ideations. So understanding the biological and cognitive factors underlying suicidal thoughts is crucial for developing effective interventions and treatment approaches. It highlights the importance of addressing these imbalances through various therapeutic modalities, such as medication, psychotherapy, and lifestyle changes. By restoring the balance of brain chemicals and improving cognitive functioning, it becomes possible to alleviate the intensity of suicidal thoughts and to provide individuals with a clearer perspective hope, and a path toward healing. It is essential to approach discussions about imbalances in brain chemicals and impaired cognitive functioning with empathy, with compassion, and with a commitment to providing support. So you don't just want to get in there and place a label. You really want to be committed to helping the individual gain the support that they need. Encouraging individuals to seek professional help from mental health experts who can conduct a comprehensive assessment and provide appropriate interventions is crucial. Remember, there's hope and help available, and it's important to reach out for the support when it's needed. Practical solutions are also essential in addressing suicidal ideations. Encouraging individuals to reach out for help is crucial. Remind them that they're not alone and that seeking support from mental health professionals, from counselors, or from trusted individuals can provide the necessary guidance and intervention. Encourage them to create a safety plan. And I want to talk a little bit, just to give you an idea of what a safety plan looks like. A safety plan, which is also known as a crisis or a prevention plan, it's a personalized tool that individuals can create to help manage and cope with suicidal thoughts or with crisis. It's designed to provide support and guidance during difficult moments, and it serves as a reminder of coping strategies and of resources that can be utilized in times of distress. So a few key components that are typically included in a suicide safety plan. 1, warning signs. Encourage the individual to list specific warning signs or triggers that indicate that you may be entering a crisis or experiencing suicidal thoughts. These thoughts can be emotional, behavioral, or physical changes that you've noticed in yourself. Then there are coping strategies. Identify healthy coping mechanisms that have helped work for you in the past or that you believe may be helping during a crisis. These strategies can include engaging in relaxation techniques, practicing mindfulness or meditation, engaging in a physical activity, or seeking support from loved ones. Third is social support. Identify trusted individuals in your support network who you can reach out to when you're feeling overwhelmed or in crisis. And this list can include family members, it can include friends, mental health professionals, or helpline services. Include the names, the contact information, and the role that they play in supporting you. Then there are professional resources. List mental health professionals or crisis hotlines that you can contact in case of an emergency. Again, include the contact information and any specific instructions or protocols to follow when seeking professional help. Then there are distractions and self-soothing techniques. Identify activities or hobbies that help distract and soothe you during moments of distress. This can include listening to calming music, engaging in creative outlets, reading, or engaging in other activities that bring you comfort and peace. And then reasons to live. Write down reasons why your life is valuable and worth living. These can be personal goals, relationships, values, or any other meaningful aspects of your life that bring you joy and peace. And again, emergency contacts. Include emergency contact information, such as the National Suicide and Crisis Hotline, which is now a very simple 988 number, or your local emergency services for immediate assistance during a crisis. It's important to regularly review and update your safety plan, ensuring that it remains relevant and that it reflects your current situation. Make sure that you share your plan with trusted individuals in your support network, such as your family members or close friends, so that they can be aware of how to help you in times of need. Remember, a safety plan is not a substitute for professional help, so it's essential to reach out to mental health professionals when necessary. And again, if you or someone you know is in immediate danger or experiencing a crisis, please contact emergency services or dial 988, the Suicide and Crisis Hotline, immediately. Additionally, fostering an environment of open communication is vital. Encouraging individuals to express their emotions, their thoughts, their struggles in a safe and a non-judgmental space that creates opportunities for them to share their burdens with trusted friends, family, or spiritual leaders. Active listening, empathy, and validating their feelings can provide a sense of relief and promote connection. It is important to remember that addressing suicidal ideation requires professional intervention. Mental health professionals possess the expertise to assess risk, to provide appropriate treatment, and other necessary interventions. Encourage individuals to seek professional help without delay, emphasizing that it is courageous and it's a step towards healing and recovery. Understanding and addressing suicidal ideations requires a multifaceted approach, incorporating biblical scriptures, neuroscience insights, and practical solutions. Through biblical teachings, we find comfort, hope, and the assurance of God's presence in our struggles. Neuroscience helps us to understand the underlying factors contributing to suicidal thoughts, highlighting the importance of professional assessment and treatment. Practical solutions include reaching out for help, creating lifestyle safety plans, fostering open communication, encouraging professional intervention. So as we move forward today and every day, let us keep the conversations around mental health going. Let us extend compassion. Let us extend support. Let us extend understanding to those facing suicidal ideations as we guide them towards the help and the hope that they need. This has been Dr. Crystal. You guys have a great rest of your day.